तौ सन्तोषयता सन्तौ श्रीलरूपसनातनौ दाक्षिणात्येन भट्टेन पुनरेतद्विविच्यते तस्याद्यं ग्रन्थनालेकं क्रान्तव्युत्क्रान्तखण्डितं पर्यालोच्यात पर्यायं कृत्वा लिखति जीवकः. So we are starting this first Anusheda. So Krishna Sandarbha especially is a fourth Sandarbha, and it is particularly it is discussing about establishing Krishna as the supreme personality of Godhead. So before to this, in the first Sandarbha, we learned about the Tattvam in the general form. So that's Tattva Sandarbha is having two parts. One is the Pramana Khanda, another is the Prameya Khanda. Acha. Acha, acha, acha. Pramana Khanda and the Prameya Khanda, it is Pramana Khanda is establishing Srimad Bhagavatam as the highest scripture. That is done. Then after that, we came to know Prameya. What is the Prameya? So Prameya is said by 1.2 point. So Vadanti Tattatvidas, what is that? Sloka number 12 or 9? Huh? Vadanti Tattatvidas 11. 1.2.11, it is saying, it is defining Tattvam as Vadanti Tat Tattvavidas Tattvam as Gnanam Advayam. Tattvam it is saying as Advaya Gnanam. Tattvam is Advayam Gnanam actually. It is saying Advayam Gnanam. So that means that Prameya we established in the Pramana Khanda. Pramana Khanda we established Srimad Bhagavatam as Emperor Pramana. Then this Pramana is used to know about the Prameya. That means object to be known is known as Prameya. Prameya means what? The object to be known. So this Prameya is said as Tattvam. Prameya is Tattvam. In the 1.2.11, Prameyam or otherwise, Prameyam is said as Tattvam, that is Advayam Gnanam. So that means Prameyam is dealt as Tattvam in which Sandarbha? In Tattva Sandarbha. In the Tattva Sandarbha, Tattvam is Prameyam, or this object to be known. So that object, so after establishing Srimad Bhagavatam, you are coming to know what is the object for the Srimad Bhagavatam. So what object is going to be defined in the Srimad Bhagavatam? That is Vastu. Dharma projita kaitavotra paramo nirmatsaranam satam Vedyam vastavamatra vastu sivadam tapatriyon mulanam. So Srimad Bhagavatam is say, so Vasudev is saying in the Srimad Bhagavatam second sloka in Mangalacharanam sloka, so I am going to write about Vastu. So that Vastu which is Sivadam, that means which gives the auspiciousness, and also Tapatriyon Mulanam, it is going to uproot the all the so miseries, threefold miseries. And that kind of Vastu I am going to define. He said that. Who? That means the subject matter of Srimad Bhagavatam is what? Vastu. Said by Vasudev. Then after that in the second chapter, it is said in the first chapter. First chapter this is. Then after the second chapter if you come, that means this is second chapter. In the second chapter, that is 1.2.11, that same Vastu is said as Tattvam. That is Advayam Gnanam. So that same Vastu and also Advayam. What is Advayam? That is a Tattva Sandarbha, what it will do, deal. this vastu which is known as tattvam, which is advayam. That's why in the tattva sandarbha you are going to see advayam means so swatah siddha tadrisha tadrisha atadrisha vastvantra abhava. That is known as advayam. That definition you will be seeing. And also it is gnanam. So how it is gnanam and this tattvam in general, that means the object to be known by Srimad Bhagavatam in general, it is defined in the tattva sandarbha. And that is also ashray tattvam we say. This tattvam is also known as ashray tattvam, which is used, that means known by other 9 tattvas, other 9, there are 10 characteristics of the Bhagavatam. Out of these 10, there is a ashray tattvam is the 10th one. So then that ashray tattvam is known by the remaining 9. The remaining 9's purpose is to know this ashray tattvam. So that's why we are going to see in the tattva sandarbha about the prameya in general way. Then after that, so in the Bhagavad sandarbha, so that means same 1.2.11 is saying in the next line what it is saying. This tattvam is known as advayam gnanam. That is also known as so Brahman, Brahma and Bhagavan and Paramatma. So this you have already seen in the Bhagavad Sandarbha. And this, yeah, Paramatma Sandarbha and Bhagavan. So that Bhagavan is equal to Krishna. Bhagavan is equal to Sri Krishna. That we are going to see in, yeah, Krishna Sandarbha. Okay. After these 4 books actually, Tattva Sandarbha, Bhagavad Sandarbha, Paramatma Sandarbha, Krishna Sandarbha. These 4 Sandarbhas are telling about the Sambandhi Tattvam. Sambandhi Tattvam. Okay. These 4. And so that means Prameya, which is known as Sambandhi. That means this Prameya, another Sambandhi who is Srimad Bhagavatam is the one Sambandhi, another Sambandhi is Tattvam. That is known as Brahma, Bhagavan, or Paramatma, or Krishna. In this way, you came to know. That's why Srimad Bhagavatam is one Sambandhi, and another Sambandhi is either Tattvam, or the ultimate object, Paratattvam, whatever you want to know. These 2 are the having the Sambandhas. What is this Sambandhi? Vachya Vachaka Sambandha. Vachya Vachaka Sambandha. Srimad Bhagavatam is the Vachaka, and this Tattvam is the Vachya. This kind of Sambandha is there, and this is Sambandhi. And you saw Sambandhi Tattvam, which is the subject matter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, in the form of Tattvam, Brahma, Bhagavan, Paramatma, and Krishna. Then after that, so anyway, we already saw that Paratattvam. Then after knowing the Sambandhi Tattvam, then you should know the Abhidheya. That means that you should get. You came to know in these 4 Sandarbhas about the Sambandhi Tattvam wonderfully. That means a very wonderful object which gives the pleasure to you, and which is a blissful object, very special and supreme object. So after knowing that, automatically that is inspiring us to get that. Then how to get? By hearing about him. By hearing his glories. And from the Upalakshana you can take all other 8 processes. Here, Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaran. And then what? Prayojanam. Prayojanam is what? That love of Godhead. That is a Prayojanam. Like this Sandarbhas are organized. Now today we are going to see this. So here, what is said here? Atra purvam sandarbhatrayena This is good actually. Atha purvam sandarbhatrayena yasya sarvaparatvam sadhitam. Sandarbhatraya means this. Tattva sandarbha, Bhagavad sandarbha, Paramatma. By these three sandarbhas, yasya sarvaparatvam. That means that tattvam is established as superior to everything. Sadhitam, that is established. It is superior to everything, that is established. Tasya Sri Bhagavataha Nirdharanaya Sandarbho Ayam Arabhyate. Now we want to, so that means we establish by using these three sandarbhas, we establish this tattvam is superior, and that is nothing but Bhagavan. And who is that Bhagavan? We are going to establish now. We are going to determine that. We are going to determine who is that sandarbha, who is that Bhagavan. So for that, we are starting a sandarbha that is known as Krishna Sandarbha. Krishna Sandarbha is a book which establishes Bhagavan is Krishna. At tatra prathamasya dvitiye. Prathamasya dvitiye means 1.2.11. Pratamaskanda dvitiya 1.2.11. Vadanti ityadina tam ekam eva tattvam brahmaditaya sabdyate iti uktam. That we have seen 1.2.11. It is said as Brahma, Bhagavan, Parama. Yeah, that is said. Tadeva brahmaditrayam parasya tritiye vivichyate. So Suta Goswami said about the tattvam as Brahma, Bhagavan, and Paramatma. It is said as tattvam is known as Brahma, Paramatma, Bhagavan. And that's why what he did, Suta Goswami immediately, he started explaining these three. Brahma, Paramatma, Bhagavan. These three things he described in 1.3. First canto, second chapter, third chapter. These three things he defined there. Okay. So in the second chapter, he said, Tattvam is known as Brahma, Paramatma, Bhagavan. And those three things he described in first canto, third chapter. So first Brahman. Brahman is discussed in which sloka? That is said here, 1.3.33. Yatre me sad sadrupe prasdishidde sasamvida avidyayatma nikrute iti tad brahma darshanam. If you see the context, if you remember this, what is said in this? Etad rupam bhagavataha yarupas chidatmanah maya gunaihi virachtam mahadadibhi. So Virat Rupa is explained. So first in this chapter, if you see Purushavataras, Bhagavan is taking the Purushavatara. If you just remember this chapter, first what is said? First, Lord is taking the Purusha form. So that is Karanano Sai Vishnu form. What is the purpose? Why he is taking that form? Because why he is manifesting that form? Lokas is Rukshaya, to create the material world. So that's why Krishna himself is taking the Purusha form. That is Karanano Sai Vishnu. And after that, Yasyambasi Sayanasya Yoga Nidram Vitanvataha. And from him, so Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is coming and he is lying in the Garbhodaka Jal, Garbhodaka water. And from his novel, lotus novel, so one lotus flower is coming. And there Brahmaji is appearing. So that means second sloka is telling about the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. And first sloka is telling about the Karanano Sai Vishnu. And third sloka is telling about the Virat Rupa. Yasyavataraih samsthanaihi kalpitaha lokavistarah tadvai bhagavato rupam vishuddham sattvam. That means Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu's, according to the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu's body's configuration, so Virat Purusha's configuration is made. So Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is also having the thousands of hands, legs, and eyes. So the same way, so Virat Rupa is appearing, is manifesting. And then after that, this Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu and the Karanano Sai Vishnu, both are transcendental. Sattva Murjitam is also said in the same sloka. Okay, so and their form is also having the many hands like sun. So that is said in the fourth. Then after that, if you see in the fifth sloka, what is said that Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is the root for the all the avatars in the Brahmanda. So Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu's body. So we are getting the various ingredients to create the. So in this material world, whatever ingredients we need, all these ingredients are coming from the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. If you see the second canto, fifth chapter, you will be understanding that. So sixth chapter actually, in the various ingredients are coming from the Garbhodaka Vishnu, and also Virat Rupa is also coming from the according to the Garbhodaka Vishnu's body only. Virat Rupa is also manufactured or is produced, and Brahmaji also coming from Garbhodaka Vishnu. So like this, all Gunavataras are coming, and also Vishnu. That's Kshirodakasai Vishnu is also part. Is also Vilasa Rupa. Kshirodakasai Vishnu is the Vilasa form of the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. There are the Amsha and Vilasa. What is the difference between Amsha and Vilasa? Amsha means, so there are the less energies are transferred actually. Avatari is having the many potencies. In that only few portion, some portion of that many is carried out, then that is known as Amsha. And Vilasa means, so energies are same, but form is different. So that's why Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu is the Vilasa of the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. And Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is the Amsha of the Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu. Sorry, Karanano Sai Vishnu. Okay. So the form is different. That's all. In Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu is having four-handed form, and Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is having the multiple hands and multiple heads. So okay, that is said there. That means ultimately you should understand that Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is the bija, and then for the all the avatars. That means Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu also is giving the so many Leela avatars all coming from the Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu only. But that Kshirodaka Sai Vishnu came from whom? From the Garbhodaka. So that's why Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is the seed. That's what is said here. So etan nanavataranam nidhanam bijam avyayam. See the fifth sloka. All for all these various avatars, it is a bija. What is that bija? Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu. Then avatars are explained. So various avatars are explained. I'm explaining the third chapter actually, summary. Okay. So then all the avatars are given here, counted. After counting all the avatars, so it is said that Ete Chamsakalapamsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So all these avatars are coming from the Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu, and that Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is coming from the Karanarnava, and that Karanarnava is a manifestation of the Krishna, Bhagavan, and that Bhagavan is Krishna, is said in the sloka number 28. 28. And then after that, what? So after describing this, once again, this material form, this Virat form is explained. And there it is said, Yatha Nabasi Megho Go, Metha Nabasi Megho Go, Renur Vapardi Venile, Evam Drashtari Drishatvam Aropitama Buddhi Bihi. So people they see Nabasi Megho. So Renur Pardiva Anile. So that means some people they see the clouds and they say that is sky. But actually that is not sky. That is those are nobody can see the sky, but they say sky is blue. Why they are saying sky blue? Sky is blue. Sky is not having any form. Sky is having only, yeah. Yeah, they are imposing. They are imposing these clouds as the sky. They because of the what? Abuddhi bihi. That means they are not having the proper intelligence. And also sometimes this air is dusty. So that means they are they are imposing this the dust particles into the air. So like this, because of this, they are doing this. Mm. And similarly, in the ignorant people, what they claim the body as the soul. Soul is there, like sky is there, and the clouds are there. With the ignorance, they are saying sky is cloudy. Yeah. So sky is blue, they are saying. But actually, blue is what? Cloud. Similarly, their soul and the body is there. And fat and whatever is there, that is property of the body, but they are claiming to the soul. So now that means the point here we said, after saying this point, yatra ime sadasad rupe pratishidde. So this body is two types, is a subtle and gross. Sadasad means subtle and gross. So one who reject this subtle and gross body and only see this soul, so then that is Brahman actually. So that means seeing the only the spirit, chit, seeing the only chit is the Tad Brahma Darshanam. Then he is realizing the soul. Then that after that, by using what? By having the Vidya. By using the Vidya. Vidya means Vidya Vaisharadi Vidya. We say it's Vaisharadi Vidya. So the one who is having the ignorance, he will not see the difference between the soul and the body. But whoever is having the Vidya, that is Vaisharadi Vidya, then he will be seeing the difference between the soul and the body. And that means this vidya is due of sattva guna, and this is sattva guna, and that is this vidya is also known as Vaisharadi Vidya. And by this Vaisharadi Vidya, if one is able to see, huh? Vaisharadi means its name, Vidya's name. Yeah. So this is soul, and it is no. This is soul. This is subtle body and gross body, and one who is having the Vidya. Name of the Vidya is Vaisharadi Vidya, and that is due to Sattva Guna. Then what will happen? So this person is able to reject gross and subtle bodies. Gross and subtle bodies, both by this Vidya, and discriminate, and he will see the soul. For this, what he need? This is Vaisharadi Vidya, which is out of Sattva Guna. Then to get the Brahma Darshan, what he should do? He should reject this Vaisharadi Vidya also. Then he will see the non-difference between the soul and Brahman. To see the difference between the gross subtle body different from the soul. Yeah. To reject the gross and subtle body, he needs the Vidya. That is the Vaisharadi Vidya. Okay? That is said here. Then to get the Brahma Darshanam, to merge into the Brahman, even he should leave that Vaisharadi Vidya. That is also Upadhi only. That is also out of Sattva Guna. That also should be left. Then there is no difference between Brahman and Atma. So that is said here. So that means what you should understand. First Purusha Avataras he said from 1 to 28. Then after that he is also explaining the Brahman. Here Brahman he is explaining. That's the point we have to remember. Why we are discussing this. That is the thing. Yeah. Yatreme Sadasad Rupe, this sloka is telling about Brahman. Sota Goswami is explaining the third chapter. Purushottaras he explained. Paramatma he explained, na? Purushottaras means Paramatma and Brahman. And next what he is going to do? Nanu purvam brahmaditaya tridhaiva tattvam ekam muktam tatra brahmana kim lakshanam Bhagavat Paramatmano huva tatra visheshaha kaschid kimasti Sri Sonakadi. Huh? Where is that text? Acha, here it is there. Ityadina tatra viviktam api ekakaravirbhavataya samshaya samshayabhavat tattad nirdharanardam tattad vachanam nadriyate. Ityadina. So from this Ityadina means Yatreme, this sloka and also next sloka. If you see the next sloka, Yado Yedyosho Paramta, Yedyosho Yedya, Yedi Esha Uparata. Esha means this Vaisaradi. Vaisharadi Vidya. Esha Uparata Bhavati. Kim Bhavati? So Maya Vaisharadi Matihi. Uparata means finished. Sampanna Yevet Viduhu Mahimni Swe Mahiyate. Then he will be situated in the Brahman. So that is going to happen. That means these two slokas, Yatreme Sadasadrupe, and after that sloka, both are telling about the Brahman realization. Okay, next to Sri Bhagavat Paramatmanostu Nana. And Brahman is, you can see, Brahman is also always manifesting in only one form. Yes or no? Brahman is not having any varieties. So Brahman is not having any varieties. It is only one, always in the one form only. But Bhagavan can be many forms. And also Paramatma is also three types. So one is the Karanarnosai Vishnu, who is having 4 hands. And another is the Garbhodakasai Vishnu, who is having the many hands. And also Mahavishnu. That is a, sorry, Garbhodakasai Vishnu, many hands. And also Karanarnosai Vishnu having the many hands and legs. So Paramatma is manifesting in the many folds. Bhagavan is also manifesting in many folds, but Brahman is having the only one. Okay, so that's why we are not going to discuss. See, for us, which form is the highest, that we want to find. That we want to find. So here you see, if Brahman is also having the many forms, many it's in the many ways it is manifesting, then also Paramatma is also manifesting in many ways, and Bhagavan is also manifesting in many ways. Then which is highest? Then we need to find. But it is only one. Then remove it out. Then you should no need to take this. Hatao. Then Paramatma and Bhagavan we should discuss actually. And Bhagavat Sri Bhagavat Paramatmanostu नानाविर्भावित्वात् तानि वचनानि तत्तद् निर्धारणार्थम् उद्रियन्ते. So now Bhagavan and Paramatma are manifesting in many ways. So that's why any sentences are telling about this should be taken care to decide the ultimate form. Yeah. Yes. So tatra ishvaro nirakarah nasti iti prang nirnitam. We already understood that Ishvara is not nirakarah. Paramatma shabdena cha sarvantaryami purushaha pratipadidaha teshu eva sandarbeshu. So Paramatma is also, we in Paramatma sandarbha we are seeing Paramatma as what? Sarvantaryami. So we are seeing Paramatma as Sarvantaryami Purusha. So like this it is established. And tatha cha sati tasmin tritiyaha. What is that tritiya, Prabhu? Where is that next text? Hmm. Evam uh, abhasyam. Evam abhasyam. So from the third chapter we are going to see that. Tritiya adhyaya Arabhi, that means his third chapter. So that means Garbhodaka Sai Vishnu is the bija for the many avatars, and he is manifesting into many. So then we have to find who is. Yes, Karanano Sai Vishnu, from him Garbhodaka. Garbhodaka is a bija for the various avatars, and from that we are counting even Krishna is also coming. And then who is ultimate form? What is ultimate form? That is said that is started in third chapter of the first canto. So that's why we should take all these statements and analyze. Yes. So next, next what is that? Nanu evamana, nanu purvama. Okay. Nanu Purvam. Actually, in this book, Shamlal Hakim is not printed on the top. It was mixed actually. He mixed actually. It's going inside some Sanskrit, Hindi, and after in between Sanskrit. It's not that they every time starting only Sanskrit Mula. It's not like that. Uh, yeah. They should read their commentary also. So now let's see now. Nanu Purvam Brahmaditaya त्रिधा एव तत्त्वम् एकं मुक्तं तत्र ब्रह्मणः किं लक्षणं भगवत्परमात्मनोः वा तत्र विशेषः कश्चिद् वा किमस्ति श्रीशौनकादि प्रश्नमाशङ्क्य श्रीसूत उवाच. What is said actually, see, same situation even Sonaka also got. Saunaka is hearing in the first canto, second chapter, Tattvam is manifesting into the three different ways. That's the Brahma, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Then after that, what is the characteristics of Brahman and what is the characteristics of Bhagavan? What are the characteristics of the Paramatma? Whom we should call Bhagavan, whom we should call Paramatma, whom we should call Brahman? How to know? So this doubt they are having, Saunaka and other rishis. So Suta Goswami didn't wait for that question. Saunaka didn't ask what is the Brahman, what is the Paramatma, and what is Bhagavan. He immediately understood listener's mood. Oh, cha, he might be so thinking about now what is Brahman and what is Paramatma Bhagavan. So that's why he wants to clarify that. So to clarify that, he started saying the Jagruhe Paurusham Rupam, third chapter. Yeah, because after explaining Tattvam is manifesting into three different ways. So definitely, so audience will think, na, what are these three? What are the characteristics of those? So that's why he started this chapter actually. Jagruhe Paurusham Rupam. There he covered three. What is Purusha Avataras and what are the Purusha Avataras and what are the various Leela Avataras and who is Bhagavan and what is Brahman. So he's everything he covered. So you see, in the first what he's saying, first what he's saying, Jagruhe Paurusham Rupam Bhagavan Mahadadibhi Sambhutam Shodasha Kalam Ado Loka Sishukshay. That means you see, if you are following the Bhagavatam, till now you don't know who is superior or who is inferior. We know simply that Tattvam is manifesting in three different ways. Brahma, Paramatma, and Bhagavan. Out of this, who is origin of whom? What is the main thing? We don't know at all. So that has to be clarified now. So the Goswami has to answer this. Tirumala, you are getting sleep? So that has to be clarified. So that's why chapter is started. That's why chapter is started. What is saying? Jagruhe Paurusham Rupam. Jagruhe means what? Accepted. Who accepted? What is the karta for this? Bhagavan. Bhagavan accepted. What he accepted? Object is Paurusham Rupam. That means Purusha Rupa. He accepted Purusha Rupa. So Bhagavan accepted Purusha Rupa, and after that he said that all that Purusha is, that is Karana no Sai Vishnu, and from that Garbhodaka is coming, and from him all avatars are coming. That means Bhagavan is the root for the Purusha avatars, and Purusha avatars are the bija for the other avatars. But one twist is there in between. He said from the Garbhodak Sai Vishnu, he is a bija. From him, many avatars come. In that, he said Krishna is also coming. There is a problem he created actually. He said Krishna also, and after that, he is saying that finally, that Bhagavan who took Purusha Rupam, that is nothing but Krishna, he is saying. There is a difficulty. Now you have to resolve this. Otherwise, you cannot establish who is superior. Till now we are, yeah. So according to Bhagavatam view, if you see, till now nothing is established. But according to Sandarbhas, if you see in the Bhagavad Sandarbha, we are seeing So Bhagavan is a Shadaishwari Yuktaha. He is a complete samishti. That means Aishwarya various samagrasya. That means complete energies are possessed by him. There we establish in sandarbhas, but if you see in the view of Bhagavatam, nothing is established till now. So that's why we should find out. So here what said? Yaha Sri Bhagavan. Bhagavan means we know definition from the Vishnu Purana. What is that Bhagavan? Aishwarya, Shadaishwari Yuktaha. That means here, Mike.
Now you said that till now in the Bhagavatam that Bhagavan it is not established.
Yes.
So then the first kid of Kunti Maharani's prayer, Namaste Purusham Tyatyam Iswaram Prakriti Param. So like that prayers are there. From that prayer clearly it is saying that Krishna is the supreme. First canto only, na? This is the... Okay, Prabhu.
Easily. थोड़ा जाके सो. अरे थर्ड चैप्टर में है भाई फर्स्ट कैंटो. जो गृह पौरुष रूपम कहाँ आया? ठीक है, विल सी टुमारो 4:15. थोड़ा ज्यादा कल करेंगे, ठीक है. इसका पूरा एक्सप्लेनेशन मैं कल करूंगा.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, every day this timings only?
We'll try to 3:15. Try to come for actually.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Sandeep Venu, कैसे हैं? How are you?
Prabhu, fine, Prabhu.
Okay, nice. Tirumala is saying that you should pay money because you are attending online. He's demanding money.
Prabhu, I on September I will be in Govardhan, Prabhu.
Okay, please come. Welcome. Hare Krishna.